Where are you in the process of trying to figure out what you're going to run for?
I've made it very clear. I am running for Congress next year. What's not clear is what those district lines are going to look like. As I've told people for several months now, I suspected this would finally be resolved in the courts. A case was initiated last week that we think will resolve some of these issues, in particular some of the crazy gerrymandering that was done by the legislature. So very optimistic that the courts are going to do a good job with that, and we'll know before long what those district lines are going to look like.
So your hope is that they restore 3 districts to the St. Louis area so that you don't have to jump from where you are now?
Well, my belief all along is that if the lines are drawn based on population and not politics, the St. Louis region has right at the number of people for 3 whole congressional districts. And of course, that's not what the legislature decided to do. They decided to slice and dice the St. Louis region for political purposes, and we're optimistic that a court will look at that based on our Missouri State Constitution that says districts are supposed to be drawn in a way that are compact and contiguous. In other words, not dividing communities and regions in ways that don't make any sense.
You worried that everybody's already getting into the mindset for the election next year? Candidates are already declared. Are you losing time maybe by not having a specific thing that you're running for right now?
I'm not really worried about that. We're going full steam ahead, and my supporters have been fantastic. I set my own fundraising, broke all my own fundraising records the first half of the year, so my supporters have been great to jump in and support me and encourage me to get ready for the election next year, and that's what we're doing.
2 questions. Is your decision going to be held off until this lawsuit is finalized?
Again, we'll evaluate that as time goes on, but the thing I've made clear is that I'm running for Congress next year, and we'll be ready for whatever the political turf looks like. But as I've said from the very beginning, I think that those lines are going to be finally decided by the courts and not by the partisan overreach and gerrymandering of the legislature.
My other question is, what has been your feeling of your 2 Democratic colleagues, Cleaver and Clay, on this? It doesn't seem from other press reports they've been very helpful toward you. What has been sort of your reaction to that?
Again, everybody has their own reasons for what they did throughout this process. I've been very focused and have taken the lead role throughout the process to be sure that St. Louis is treated fairly, that we have the districts that our population supports, and actually there's substantial support from Democrats, Republicans, and independents. That was evidence in the public hearings that were had around the state, where people wanted to keep their regions intact. They didn't want to have their counties and their communities excessively divided because of partisan purposes. So I think there'll be some strong bipartisan voices in this going forward, but especially for our St. Louis region, but also other parts of the state, like Central Missouri, that was split up, and Kansas City, that had some huge gerrymandering of their district.
And did you ask for this lawsuit to occur?
Well, it's a group of citizen plaintiffs that have brought the suit, but I've been very supportive, and as it's no secret, I've taken a leading role in that, and I want to continue to see that through.
All right. Thank you very much, sir.
All right.